Alrighty guys, let's get to it. We're going to be playing H.P. Lovecraft's Kingsport Festival board game. I got this a while ago. It's been sitting here waiting for me to do something with it. I actually just punched it. The copy that we ended up getting secondhand was unpunched. The cards were still in the plastic, so this is brand new to us. We are happy to show it to you guys. H.P. Lovecraft Kingsport Festival. So what is this game? What is it? What are you doing? If you are familiar with the game Kingsport, no, this game is Kingsport. If you're familiar with Kingsburg, the game where you roll 3 dice and then you put them on the different locations in the kingdom to get some kind of special ability, this game is very similar. Obviously some differences to it, but it's a dice placement where you're rolling dice, and let's say we rolled a 3, and a 4. We get a total of 10, so we can put our 3 dice on the 10 spot. Or we could put the 3 and the 4 and put them on the 7 spot and get the reward on that. And so that's how you do it. In this game, we're using all of the H.P. Lovecraft mythos, the Cthulhu mythos, and we're going to be dealing with, we're evil cultists. We're trying to awaken the Elder God, and in this game, we're actually being attacked by the investigators we normally play. So we're under attack by those investigators. And we have all the different mythos and everything. In fact, when we show you, this game takes up a huge amount of space, which it didn't need to do. But I can appreciate it. You know, they got each one of these cards takes up a big chunk. But there's a whole bunch of information about the Elder God, and the artwork is really cool, so you can see all of that. We're not going to get into too much, but Gathanothawa, Lord of the Volcano, of course, and there's a whole bunch of these. Obviously, there's actually 20 of these laid out on the table, which you're going to see here in a second. More than likely, you're going to see it from this angle better than the other angle, because you can see all the, you're going to see them all over here, but I've actually got some of the extra ones, as you can see over here on the side, because I just don't have enough space to put everything out. So we've kind of spread everything out. There's this huge board here. Then we have all the gods. And we go from 0 down to 14 here on the table. And then we got 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 actually off the table. If we need those, we'll bring them out and show you what they are. All right, we're going to finish setup. Again, this is a competitive game designed for 3, 4, or 5 people. And you are trying to get the most victory points at the end of the game. And the person that does that is the winner. I'm going to be playing solo, so I'm just going to be running 3 different factions myself. And we're just going to do the best we can for each of these factions. More than likely, it's going to be, there's not a lot of decisions to make. Because when you roll the dice, like I said, whatever number you roll is the number you can go to. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can go to 10, or I can go to 8, or I can go to 6 and 4. Those are my choices. So there's not a lot of choices. Obviously, the better stuff is towards the bottom of the thing. The higher your dice roll, the bigger the results. You can see when you're down here, you're getting like one individual item, one little reward, right? If you come over, say, on 15, you're getting 7 rewards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rewards. 6 rewards. So, obviously, the more or the higher your dice roll, the more chances or more options you have. So that is obviously a good thing. All right, so we're going to finish setup. So obviously you got your game board. You're going to set your game board out. You're going to find your 16 building tiles, and each one of your building tiles will match the artwork, and you can just put the building on there and flip it over, and you're going to have your 16 building locations on the map. This is the city of Kingsport. So obviously, as cultists, we're going to try and infiltrate into the town and start expanding and taking over different locations. And as we do this, we have to start by taking over the house where we can start our cult activities. And then once we go from there, we can expand out into different territories by spending different resources. So there are 3 different resources in this game. There is black. You will see the black skulls. Okay, you will see them as black cubes. You will see them as the black skulls and the black cubes go together. This resource is death. So if you roll and get the reward of death, you're going to get a black cube, and then you can spend those black cubes when you're needed to go, like to go to this location. You need to spend 2 death tokens to go to this location. So that is the one resource. The second resource is red, and you will see it as these flames, and it's called destruction. So you have destruction, which is red, these like red flames. And then the last resource is evil, which is purple, and they have these little tentacles, kind of like a spirally tentacle, right? So these purple tentacles, those are evil. So we have evil, we have death, and we have destruction. Those 3 resources are mostly what you will be spending and earning while you're going to these different locations. There are other things. There is a spell track. You need spell power to cast your spells. So in order to cast your spells, you must move up the spell track, which is over here. We also have the victory point track, which goes all the way around the outside of the board, which is this green. Those are the elder signs. So anything, if you get a reward of elder signs, you're going to get 3 victory points. You're going to move up 3 victory points. So obviously, that would be a good thing. So again, the top part is going to be what you spend, and the bottom part is what you get as a reward. Same thing on these cards over here. If I was to place my dice here on the 6, because I rolled a 6, I'm going to be spending a resource to get these things underneath. And this resource happens to be, of course, we're talking about HP Lovecraft, so it's going to be sanity, which is this red track over here on the left-hand side. So you have this sanity track over on the left, which, again, you can barely see, but we're going to scoot the camera over just slightly. We'll lose out some of the elder ones, but we'll get back to them. So we have this sanity track. All the cultists start at 10 sanity, and as you do things, you're going to lose sanity. We have the spell track over here. We have the victory point track. Obviously, all of our tokens start at 0 on the track. Okay. We have our main board. We have our buildings. We have all of our different locations out there. Each of the locations has their own special ability on it. So you can see this is house. You'll gain 1 domain resource when you place your marker in this building. A domain resource is either evil, death, or destruction. Any one of those 3. So anything that refers to a domain resource is any one of those. All right. So we're going to put our 20 god sheets out. You can put them out in order. You can wrap them around the board however you can. I squeezed them in the best I can over here kind of separated away from everything else. Okay. So then what we're going to do is you're going to take all of your red, your blue, and your black cubes, and you're going to separate those and just keep them separate away off the board. Next thing you're going to do is each cultist is going to choose a color. We have the yellow cultist, the purple cultist, we have the black cultist. So everything you see cultist-wise is going to be yellow, purple, and black. You will also notice that yellow, purple, and black actually have a token down here. This represents each one of the players. So when they earn resources, I'm just going to put the resources next to the token here on the board. So that way it's not off camera. So these resources that you see down here in the bottom left-hand corner are not on the board. They're not resources to get. These are each individual player's resources that I would normally just keep inside the cup off a camera. And so because I'm doing it this way, hopefully you'll be able to see the resources each of the different players has. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Okay. So each cultist has got a color, and they're going to take their big token and they're going to place it on the Elder Sign 0 track. They're going to take one of their discs and place it on the 10 track there. They're going to take and put it on the spell track of 0. They're also going to find your yellow token that's like that color, and you're just going to set it down here at the bottom of the board. Don't put it on the track yet. This is the turn track. We're going to talk about that here in a second. Okay. Alright, so then we're going to get to the meat of it. There is a bunch of cards. You're going to separate the cards by backing and keep them separated. So you're going to have scenario cards. There's going to be 12 of these. You're going to have some festival special events. You're going to separate those. You're going to also have some influence event for raids. You can see all the backs are the same on that. You're going to separate those, and then you're going to take and find all of the investigators. Each of the investigators on the back are going to have a number 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to keep those together, so all the 4s are together, all the 3s are together, all the 2s are together, and all the 1s are together. All right. What you're going to do is once you have everything, you're going to have a bunch of spells as well. There is the death spells. You're going to have your destruction spells. And you're going to have your evil spells. So each one of these, just leave them as a stack next to the board. No problem. Next thing you're going to do is find your scenario. And you're going to shuffle all of those up. This is going to be our scenario for the game, and it's going to keep and affect everything that happens in the game from start to finish. And we are going to choose this one. The rest of these can go back in the box. We're only going to be using one scenario card. This scenario is The Dreams in the Witch House. This is February 28th, 1932. Scenario: choose a festival card at random and put it under this card. Choose a festival card at random. So these are going to be these cards. What we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these up, and you're going to find one and you're going to take that card. I think about half of these cards will tell you to find a card and put it under here, and the other half will not. Do not look at this card underneath there. You're just going to find it and you're going to place it under, and this is going to change the end of the game. You can see, end of the game. Special event for the end of the game. Which is going to change how it happens. So The Dreams in the Witch's House. February 28th. Choose a festival card at random and put it under this card without looking at it. at the end of the game, reveal it and apply its effects. Alright. The cultist can expand into a building even if it is not connected to a building he has already marked. So, what happens is, and we didn't really talk about this much, but as I said, the first time you expand, you're going to expand to the house. And then from there, you can spend your resources to expand into a location adjacent to anywhere that you already have a disc. And then you're going to expand out and you're going to keep growing as you go. This actually says we do not need to do that anymore. We can go to any location. You don't need to be adjacent. The cultist can expand into a building even if you're not connected to a building he's already marked. When a cultist gains sanity, thanks to Nephrin Ka, he loses 1 cult point. So if you use Nephrin Ka, which we will talk about here in just a second, you lose a cultist point. Cultist points are your victory points. So you lose a victory point if you use that. And then it shows us when our raids are going to happen. Our first raid, and we should find your 1, 2, 3, and 4 tokens. Our first raid is going to happen at spot 4. Our second raid is going to happen at spot 5. Our third is going to be 9 and 11. So just find the numbers, put those on, and put those down. So, the cultist can expand into a building even if it's not connected to a building he's already marked. And a cultist gains sanity thanks to Nephrin Ka. He loses a cult point, victory point. Alright, so this then goes down there with our hidden card, which we've not looked at. Underneath, right there. So let's look at Nephrin Ka. You will notice Nephrin Ka's got a big X there, which means he's got a special ability. If you go here, you can gain a sanity back. If you spend any resource of any kind, you can get 3 sanity back. So if you do this, if you activate and put your dice on this to get these rewards, you will lose a victory point. Nephrin Ka, the Black Pharaoh. So his special ability, and of course there's a bunch of the civilization of ancient Egypt, and some dreamers close to insanity meet the avatar of Nyarlathotep, known as Nephrin Ka, or the Black Pharaoh. Nephrin Ka, a king and priest, practiced sickened magic and embraced the messenger in his mortal body. Tall, thin, and with ebony skin, he wears the jewelry and garments of ancient Egyptian aristocrats. He attracts his victims with magical artifacts and promises of eternal knowledge and power. Those who succumb to the fascinations of Nephrin Ka realize too late that they have lost all contact with reality and are sentenced to a life of servitude and madness. The Black Pharaoh can take the form of a sphinx. His followers, gathered in brotherhood, worship him in this form with the epithet of the beast. Invoke Nephrin Ka with any numbered dice showing any result. There is no number to the number of cultists who can invoke Nephrin Ka each round, so it's unlimited. Everyone can go to this space as many times as they want, and you're going to gain 1 sanity or lose 1 domain resource to gain 3 sanity. Alright, so that is Nephrin Ka and his special ability. Alright, now what we need to do, we have to find the 4 investigators. They're going to try to, interfere with our investigation. So what we're going to do is we're going to find all the level 1 cards, and we're going to randomly shuffle these up, and we're going to choose one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to find the big stack of events that influence the raid, and we're going to shuffle those up. And we're going to put these together as number 1 raid. But since we don't have enough space, what I'm going to do is just keep these kind of up here out of the way. And we're going to do the same thing for level 2. We get all the level 2s. And we shuffle them up. And then we get a card and a level 2. We put these together. Boom, boom, boom. We do the same thing with our level 3s. On the level 3s. Shuffle them up. Yada, yada, yada. Alright, and a thing to go on with it. And last but not least, our level 4s. And there we go. And I'm going to put these up out of the way. These can get set aside. We are ready to go. We can get to some gameplay now. Setup is complete. Oh, no, wait. We got to put our timestamp white on the number 1 stamp. Each player would receive their special how to play card. We're going to be playing 12 rounds, each with 6 phases. The first phase is time order. We roll the dice, then we do invocations to invoke the gods. Then we do concessions to invoke God's grandest gifts. We do expansion, mark an adjacent building. We raid if we have that. And then we move the time marker up. So we will show you how all this happens in order. Let's go. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to get my dice tray. I'm going to gently set it down here. We're going to find 3 dice from the 3 different players. And we're going to shuffle them, and we're going to roll them all at the same time. Roll them all at the same time. Alright, so we're going to get these, and we're going to put them in order by lowest to highest. So, lowest 8 is black. So black is going to go first. And then that's 12, 14, that is 13. So this is going to be higher. So yellow is going to go second, last, or in the middle, and then purple is going to go last. So black is going to go first, then yellow, and then purple. All right. Because, and it shows you right here on the board, black gains 2 sanity. So black starts at 10. He's going to go up to 12. Yellow is going to gain 1 sanity. And purple is not getting anything. And if there's a 4th or 5th player, they would get nothing either. So that was the time order. Roll the dice. Lowest goes first. Number 2, invocation. Invoke the gods by using dice or passing. So, on your turn, you can take, so black is going to go first. He can do one of 3 things. He can pass. He can take his dice and put them out there in any spot that he can equal to, or get the dice total 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot this over here so you can see the, so 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could actually take his dice, all 3 of them, put them right there. Boom. That's what he can do. He can also take the 5 and the 1 and put it on the 6. He could take the 5 and the 2, put it on the 7. He could take the 2 and the 1 and put it on the 3, which is here. He could take the 5 and just put it on the 5. He could take the 1 and put it on the 1. He can take the 2 and put it on the 2. These are all the options he has. Or, of course, you could take a die and put it on this to get a sanity back. Okay, so he's got a lot of choices. Now, the other players are going to be doing the same thing. So if you say, oh, I'm just going to put this on the 5, and then I'll, put these on the 3 next time, yellow player could say, you know what? I'm going to put it on the 3 and take the 3, and then you wouldn't be able to put that there. You would have to put it on the 2 or put it on the, the 1 over there. So you can only do one, you can only put dice down in one spot at a time. It might be better to put it all down at the same time, or it might be better to spread it out, because the more things you get, the more locations you can get to. If we go to spot 8, you can see I'm going to lose a sanity, and I'm going to get a death and a destruction. So if I could get more than that, which might not be possible. So I think it's a good start. We're just going to do it. He's going to go there. He doesn't want to get his dice messed up. And so now we go to yellow. Yellow has a total of 13. So he can go 10 and a 3. Again, he can go 9 and a 4. And it might be based upon what you're looking for resource-wise, so you can do things on this main player board. If you need death to come here, every time, we didn't talk about these, but there's going to be 4 raids. The object is to live through the 4 raids and get the most victory points. There are certain locations that will help you against the raids by giving you different bonuses, but you obviously have to go to those locations and put your little piece there to have access to that special ability. So to go there, you're going to need to get 2 death, or you're going to need to have 2 destruction and 2 evil. So there's, you might want to get different things on over here, so you have the resources to go to the different locations over here that are going to help you later on. Okay, does that make some sense? A little bit, hopefully. So, wow. That is, so if you're not sure what any of the symbols are, there is on the back of your how to play. So you can see like 9 here has got 2 books. We didn't talk about books. Books are the spell cards. So you could draw 2 spell cards. And then the yellow scrolls are your magic points to help you cast those spells. So this spot is really good for casting spells if you want to cast spells. Obviously, it's not going to give you resources to help you get out into different locations, though. A 10 would get you some resources. Okay, and of course a 13 is going to get you a little bit of everything. So does he want to go 13? I'm just going to make it probably pretty easy on myself and not try to screw over anybody by I'm going to go here and then leave my 3 and then have someone else take the spot. I'm just going to probably, more than likely, just spend all the dice on the spot that they rolled just for my sanity. So I'm going to place it there. And then this is a 14, so he's going to place it there. All right, so then in order, you just start from the top and you activate each of the locations. We get to the 8 spot for black. He loses a sanity, so he's back down to 11. And he's going to get a black and a red cube. So you can see I'm taking the black and the red, and I'm going to put them right here. Maybe what I'll do is player 1 will be up here. Purple will be maybe here in the middle, and then yellow will be down here, maybe-ish. We shall see how big a pile they take up. The problem is with the camera and having to move it up and down, I'm afraid you're not going to see anything if I keep it over here on the right-hand side. So, all right, so that is black. Yellow loses 2 sanity. Let's scoot this down even farther a little bit. There we go. He loses 2 sanity. So he's going to lose 1, 2. And he's going to get a purple, a black, a red, and a spell. So he's going to get 1 of everything. And he's going to have that spell icon. Now, the spells. The spells. I'm going to tell you about the spells. Each of the different spells has got a different purpose to it. So, you have evil spells, which are purple, and they're going to allow the cultists to enhance their invocation. So it's going to allow you to manipulate the dice on the board. So if you want to be able to, adjust your dice up or down, or flip them, or turn 1s into 6s, or whatever, that's what your evil spells do. Your death spells increase the cultist strength against investigators. So every time we have a raid, the investigators are going to show up and they have a certain amount of strength. And you have to meet that strength or you take the penalty. And if you need help with that, that's what these buildings are for. And also what the death spells are for. Increasing your cultist strength against investigators. And destruction spells offer cultists alternate ways to gain victory points. The green bar around the edge. Earn victory points are destruction spells. So this just says gain a spell of any type or any kind of spell that you want. No specific spell. A purple, a black, or red. So it's early in the game. Any of them will probably work well. But I think having the ones that are going to help him manipulate the dice are going to help the best. So those are the purple evil spells. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the purple evil spells. We're going to shuffle these up. And yellow is going to get a purple spell. Of course, if you don't show your opponent, they don't know what your spell does. I'm going to draw it and I'm going to share. Oh, I'm going to share it with you. All right. Saducismus transmufatus. The true notion of a spirit. Evil spell invocation. When invoking an elder god, add 2 to the results of your die. So if you roll a 12, you can go to the 14. So add 2 to the result of your dice. Reduce the sanity loss to invoke the elder god by 1. So, when invoking an elder god, add 2 to the result of your dice. Reduce the sanity loss to invoke the elder god by 1. So, obviously losing lots of sanity and increasing your stability. So, I'm going to actually put this in Yellow's little cup so I know who has it. And last but not least, we have Purple way over here. He loses 3 sanity. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to get the, here it is. We haven't showed you this symbol, but there's a bag symbol right there, which means any domain resource. So any of the resources. So he gets 3 of any resource he wants, and then he's going to get 2 spell power. So purple is going to go up 2 on the spell power. And he's going to get 3 resources, any resources he wants. So, that was yellow. Yellow should have gotten this stuff. I'm not sure why I put that up on purple. That was kind of dumb on my part. Purple is going to get... He's thinking he might try to move out here. So he's going to take 2 death. And a... 2 death and a purple is what purple is going to take. So, I don't see a cost. Let me look at another card just so I can get a general. Mm-hmm. So these might not have that. Okay, so these have got a cost. The red ones have a cost. Yeah, these spend magic, spend magic, spend magic, right. There's a couple of the purple that say to spend magic, but some of them don't. So, okay. So, unless it says to spend magic, I guess you don't need to spend magic. So this just says, when invoking an Elder God, add to the result of your dice and reduce the sanity loss to invoke the Elder God by 1. Alright, so that is yellow. So that is the phase. We will flip this over. That is the concession phase where the gods that we have, the elder gods that we have woken up by spending our dice and putting our dice there, the elder gods have woken up and they've given us resources back. Now, expansion. So we will all expand again into the first time. You always go into the center building and you do it by player order. So the black goes first. He's going to go there and he's going to get a domain resource of his choice. Black is going to take a purple. That's a black there. That's a +1 strength there. Here's a +2. That's 2. So he's going to get a purple to go there. Then we go to yellow. Yellow is going to get a resource of his choice. He is thinking about purple as well. And then purple is going to get a purple as well. Everyone loves evil for some reason. Look at that. Alright, so that is that phase done. Expansion. Raids. Is it a raids phase? No, it's not. We can ignore that. We will move the time turner up and we will start over. Get our dice back, get our dice back, get our dice back. Put this out there. Alright, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for yellow. That is a huge 16 for black. And a 9 for purple. So purple is going to be first this time. Followed by yellow and then black. So purple, then yellow, then black. Alright, purple's got a 9. If he goes to 9, he's going to... Alright, so purple gains 2 sanity. Bloop, bloop. Yellow gains 1 sanity. Black gets nothing. So, purple has got a 9. He would lose 2 sanity. Again, he would get 2 spells, 3 power, and... Oh, he has that... What does that symbol do again? That symbol is crazy. Foreseeing skill. So what you can do with the foreseeing skill is you can look at the investigator coming, or you can look at this hidden festival underneath here. Since I'm playing solo though, I'm not going to peek at anything. I'm just going to ignore that ability, because otherwise it would spoil it for everybody. And so you can do 8 and 1. Alright, let's go. 9, we're going there. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is a big old 16. Wow, watch out, it's a 16. 16 is a big one. Lose 3 sanity, but get 2. 2 evil, 3 death, and again, you would be able to peek, but we're not peeking. This is Nyarlathotep. Nyarlathotep, messenger of the outer god. He is the herald of Ashothoth and the messenger of the outer gods. He frequently visits the earth, pursuing a millennial plan and seeing to the insanity of all mankind. Arousing madness and inoculating dementia is more important and enjoyable to Nyarlathotep than destruction and death. Nyarlathotep appears in human form as a black man, skinny and tall. He has assumed the rank of pharaoh and prophet. In more recent times, he appears as an illusionist, performing extraordinary feats with mysterious Glavic devices. In his monstrous form, more explicit in his true nature, he appears as a giant bulk, hobbling on 3 legs, with formidable claws and a slimy vermilion tentacle in place of a head, extremely active and eager to satisfy the needs of Ashothoth. Nyarlathotep walks among men, plotting his intrigues and schemes. Invoke Nyarlathotep in any number of dice whose total is 16. Lose 3 sanity, gain 2 evil, 3 death, and foreseeing the future. So, we will put this one out here for now and be done. Alright, we go purple first. Purple loses 2 sanity, and he's going to get 2 spells of his choice and 3. Wow, he's going to be the spellcaster of the group, I think. It was yellow that went up, not purple. I don't know what I was doing with purple last time. It was yellow. Dummy. So purple, 1, 2, 3. 3, and he's going to get 2 spells. He is going to choose a purple spell. When invoking an Elder God, add 2 to the result of your dice. Reduce the sanity loss to invoke the Elder God by 1. Alright, and he's also going to take a death spell as well. Necronomicon, the testimony of the Mad Arab, death spell. Spend 4 magic to gain +3 strength, then lose 1 sanity. So this is a good way of getting some strength against the attackers. So that is done. Yellow is 2 sanity, and he is going to get either, see that little line there in the middle, means either he gets 2 evil and a death, or 2 evil and a destruction. I think he's going to take 2 evil and a death. For black, he's going to lose 3 sanity. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to get 2 evil, 3 death, and that is it. Alright, in player order now. Purple first. Purple can try to expand out. And again, because of our special thing, we do not have to go adjacent. You can go anywhere you want. So purple is going to come here. And it doesn't matter if you go there first. Everyone can go to every space. You can't block anyone out. There's no blocking. All the characters can go there. All the people. If you go there first, you don't get any bonus or reward or anything. So purple is going to go there. He's going to spend 2 evil. 2 evil. And he's going to get 2 victory points. So purple is winning the game. 2-0-0. That is purple's turn. Yellow is next. And that's funny because I took him from the wrong character. I meant to take him from purple. Purple. Alright, yellow is next. Yellow is going to spend 2 of the evil. And he is going to go right here in the dock. And he's going to get a victory points. And black, who's got a bunch of resources now. But he's got no spells or anything. So he's going to spend 2 death. Do the same thing. He is going to come up here to the dock, get +1 strength, and a victory point. And we will be done. Is it a raid round? No. Move it up. Reset the dice. And we are ready to go for round 3. This game goes really quickly when you know what you're doing. Not explaining everything. Alright, 5, 6, 7 for purple. Not great. 5, 6, 7, 8 for black. And so it's going to be purple, black, then yellow. Purple, black, then yellow. Purple, black, and yellow. Alright, purple gains 2 sanity. Black gains 1. Yellow gets nothing. So 5, 6, 7 is all he rolled. Oof. Remember, he has this spell. When invoking the other god, add to the result. So he could go up to 9. And get a bunch of spells again, but he would like to get more resources. He's kind of resource poor, as you can see. So he would like to get some more resources. So getting those spells is not really what he wants. Okay. So I think he will just take the 7. Go to black. He can do an 8. Which 5 and a 3. Yeah, I'll just go there. And yellow has got 10. He's going to go there. Alright, purple is going to spend a sanity. Oop. Down to 8. And he is going to get to go twice. 2 spell power. And 2 of the evil. That's that. Black loses his sanity. Look at that, we're all at the same sanity. He's going to get a death and a destruction. Death and destruction there. And for yellow, he's going to lose 2. Unless he's he could do this when invoking the other god. Add to the result of the dice. Reduce the sanity cost by 1. He could go from a 10 to a 12. I don't think so. Everything okay?
I had to let some water out of the pool. It's pouring now.
Yeah, is it?
I'll probably check it again.
Before you go to bed? Yeah. It'll probably be fine. Alright. Does he want to increase his 10 to a 12? He would get 2 more power. Mm-hmm. You can see some of these spots cost a lot of resources. So it takes some good planning. He's got plenty of purple. He's got a red. You know what? He is going to spend his, when invoking Elder God, add 2 to the result. Reduce the sanity loss by 1. So he's going to cast this spell. We'll put this spell right there. That's fine. He's going to make it a 12. And instead of 2 sanity loss, it's only 1 sanity loss. And he's going to get a evil and 2 destruction and go up 2 spell points. Alright. In order, purple first, Where would you like to expand to? If you want to go anywhere, you don't have to. So purple is going to go here and spend 1 death to go there to get a victory point. So purple is still winning. And black now. Black is going to go here. And he's going to spend 2 evil and 2 death. 2 evil. I'm sorry. That's not death. That's destruction. 2 evil. 2 destruction. 3 victory points. That is black. 1, 2, 3. Black is taking the lead. 4-3. Yellow. Yellow. Oh, yellow. Where are you going? He's got all purple and red. So he is going to come here, which is 3 purple and 3 red. Three purple and 3 red. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 victory points. Yellow has jumped out. And he gets to draw a spell, which he is going to make it. One of these. This is yellow. Okay. Lovely. Spell. Lovely. Do we have a raid this turn? No, we do not. We move this forward. Now, at the end of this next turn, we will have a raid. And the strength is going to be between 1 and 3. So, you have to prepare for that. If you don't, you will, feel the ill wills. So, black has got 1 strength, 2 strength. Yellow has got 1 strength. Purple has got 2 strength against investigators with the strength of 3 or less. He also has, you can gain +1 strength if you spend a magic, which he's got plenty of magic to spend. So purple's in a really good, kind of a good shape right now, but we shall see. We shall see. Alright, so here we go. Ooh, lots of big numbers there. Okay. 7, 8 for yellow. 10 for purple. And 11 for black. So it's going to be yellow, purple, black. Yellow gets 2 sanity back. Purple gets 1 sanity back. And black gets nothing. 8 sanity for yellow. Yellow would get a death and a destruction, which probably be pretty good since he doesn't have any of that. So he's going to go there. 10 for purple. Unless he spends his... Go from a 10 to a 12. But I think he's just going to take the 10 and lick it. And black has got an 11, which is fine with him. Alright. So yellow spends a sanity. He gets a death and a destruction. That is yellow. Purple is going to get 2 evil and a death, or 2 evil and a destruction. He is going to take this and a destruction. And black is getting a victory point and 2 resources of his choice. And he is going to take 2 resources of his choice. He is going to take 2 destruction. Alright, yellow first. Yellow, what would you like to do? Yellow has only got 1 strength so far. So he's going to go here for 2 evil and 2 victory points. Yellow, 2 victory points. Then purple. Purple is sitting pretty good. He's got a lot of strength. A lot of strength. He's got 1, 2, 3. Plus he's got a card that he can get a plus free to his strength if he wanted to. So where does he want to go? Who is this? This is purple, right? Purple, purple, purple. Purple, purple. So purple is going to go spend a evil and a destruction. And he's just going to pop it up here. And he can reroll a die if the result is greater than his sanity. So when we do the reroll. And then finally black. Black is going to go here. He's going to go 3 death and 2 destruction. 3 black and 2 red to go here. It's going to go right here. He's going to get 4 victory points. He's winning 9-8. And during a raid, he can gain +1. He gains +1 strength, and he can gain 1 call point if he wins the fight, which is going to happen right now because we just did our expansion. Now we do raid. So we go to our raid marker. We find our investigator and our event. Turn over the event first. The Transmutation of Juan Ramiro, September 16th, 1919 event. Each cultist in turn order may spend up to 2 death, to gain 2 cult points for each death spent. So yellow can spend a death. He will for 2 points. Purple has no. Yes, he does. He's got a death. He will take 2. And blue has no death. He can. Our black has got no death, so he cannot do that. So that is the transmutation to Juan Romero, September 16th. Now, let's find out who we're fighting here. It is a level 3 attack. Gustav Johansson, experienced sailor and stoker. He has no skill. If you win, the cultist gains 1 cult point. If you lose, the cultist loses 2 magic. So, in turn order, we will see. You need to have equal to, I believe. If the cultist strength is equal to, or I'm sorry, if the cultist strength is greater than the investigator, he wins. If the cultist strength is equal to the investigator, the cultist is thwarted the investigator, but does not receive any reward. If the cultist strength is less, he must suffer the penalty. Okay, so in turn order, yellow. So yellow you get +2 strength. +1 strength is 3 strength. And he is a 3, so it's a tie, so he gets no bonus but no penalty. Purple, 2 strength, 3 strength. Nothing there. So again, purple gets no reward, but he gets no penalty. Black is going to lose. Because he only has 1 strength, +1 is 2. This is a 3, so he loses. So if you lose, the cultist loses 2 magic. Well, he has got no magic, so he doesn't care. He loses against Johansson, but it doesn't hurt him at all. So, that is done. We can go to, we're going to have another fight coming up in round 2. Round 2 is going to be between 2 and 4 is the strength. So we're going to only have 1 more round to get strength. So, let's go. Where's my black? Here's my black dice. Alright. Yellow is winning with 10 victory points. Black has got 9. Purple, 5 right now. But it's still early in the game. Now here's the thing. Yellow and purple have this +2 strength, but it's only against investigators with a strength of 3 or less. So, actually, black actually has a strength of 3. So he would have tied anyways. You gain +1 strength. You gain +1 strength and you gain +1 strength. So he actually has 3. So he would have tied. which wouldn't have mattered because he didn't lose anything, he didn't gain anything. Wow! Look at that crappy roll. 4 for purple. That is 7 for black. And yellow has only got 9. That is crazy. So purple, black, yellow. Purple's going to gain 2 sanity. Black's going to gain 1 sanity. Yellow's getting nothing. Purple with a whopping 4. Black has only got a 7. And yellow has only got a 9. But, he's actually going to go 6 and 3. Because he gets to go last, he might as well. He knows nobody can steal the spots from him. Okay, starting with the lowest one, which is this one. You get either a evil or death. He is going to take a... Whew. He better find some strength or he's going to lose the fight, isn't he? I think he's going to lose the fight anyways. He's going to take that. Well, purple has, he can reroll his dice if his result is higher than his sanity. His sanity was 9 or 10, and he only rolled a 4, so no, he doesn't get that. So he's going to take a death. So that's done. Then we have 1 sanity loss for purple, and he is going to get a destruction for purple. And he gets to go up 1 on the track. Yellow is going to lose his sanity. He's going to get a resource of his choice. He's going to take another of that. And then black is going to lose his sanity. He's going to gain 2 evil and finally get 2 of that. Okay. Expansion. Purple first. Purple. He is going to lose the fight against this guy because he can't get 3 or 2 to 4. Well, that's not true. He's got 1 there. He can't go there. Huh. He's got pretty much nowhere to go that's going to really help him out much. So he's not going to go anywhere. Purple. Black. 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 He's only got purple. Black has only got purple. So I don't think black's going to go anywhere. Yellow. This has been kind of a bad round. And yellow's gonna go here and get a victory point. All right, let's see what our level 2. This is Celifas, November 1920 event. If a cultist looks at this card with foreseeing, he may reveal it to gain 2 cult points. If this card is revealed during a raid, each cultist loses 1 sanity. 1. We're going up against Robert Blank. He doesn't have a skill, and he's got a 3 attack. So, in turn order purple. So purple actually +1 strength if he spends a magic. He gets you gain +2 strength with 3 or less. He is a 3 or less. So he'll spend a magic to get 2, 3, and he will be fine. So that is that. Black, 1 strength, 2 strength, 3 strength. So he's fine. And yellow. Yellow is going to be 2, 3, and he can spend 1 to win. And if he spends 1 to win, because he would have 2, 3, 4. If you win, the cultist gains 1 evil and 1 destruction. So evil and destruction for winning. It cost him 1 magic point. If he would have lost, the cultist removes his marker from one of the highest level buildings. That could have been not very nice at all. I like this combo-rific where you have an investigator doing something, and then you have these cards, and every one of them is going to give you different special ability and different interactions and stuff. So that is super good. So round 6, and we'll be halfway home after this. Let's hope I don't roll that crappy roll like I did last time. Okay, oops, that was a 4. That is a 15. That is a 14. And that is a 9, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be purple, black, yellow again. So, purple's going to go up 2, black's going to go up 1, yellow's getting nothing. Alright. 6, 7, 8, 9. Not the greatest number unless you want a bunch of spells. Which 6, 9, you can go up to 11. Yeah, he's gonna spend his card. Purple is gonna spend his card. He's gonna go up to 11. And so he takes one less sanity. So I wonder if you have to, when invoking an elder god. No, I bet you he has to wait on that. He's going to have to go 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then add 2. Yeah, so when you're invoking it, I think is when you're... Okay, anyways, let's see. This is 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a nice number. And a super nice 15. We'll look at 15 here in a second. So now he will spend his thing and go up to an 11 because it's available. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to do that. So he's going to spend 2 sanity minus 1 because the card, 1 sanity. He's going to get a victory point and 2 resources of his choice, which will be 2 death. Alright, that's purple. Black spends 3. 1, 2, 3. He gets 3 of his choice and he goes up 2. So he's going to get 3 of his choice. He's going to go 2 death and a destruction. And then 15 for yellow was on our man Cthulhu there. Cthulhu! Cthulhu! The one who waits dreaming in Ryleth. The great Cthulhu, the high priest of the Elder Thing. The one who awaits dreaming in his house in the death of Ryloth is an anthropomorphic. Let's try that word again. Anthropomorphic titan with an octopus head. In the tangles of tentacles, that is his face, an eye with 3 bulbs burns. His flesh is decomposing and infected. His skin is translucent and like jelly, showing the horror of his alien visa, contaminating all the evil of the universe. Cthulhu drags himself along, expanding and retracting his flabby mass. He wrestles with long, dark reptiles at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, along the black monoliths that mark his tomb. He has a pair of bat-like wings, useless and shrunken. He appears almost often in dreams, especially the crazed delirium of certain artists, as a somber, malignant voice that whispers cruelty. From these whispers, his followers learn the secrets that will awaken him from his sleep, promising to return to the Great Old One. Invoking Cthulhu with any number of dice whose total is 15. Lose 3 sanity. Gain 2 cult points and 4 evil. So 2 cult points for yellow and 4 evil for yellow. Now, in order, purple first. So the next raid isn't going to be here for a little while, and that raid is going to have between 3 and 5 attack. Well, let's see. Purple. purple. Purple, purple, purple. Purple, purple, purple. All right, purple. It's gonna come over here, right there. 3 purple and 2 black. Oops. 3 purple and 2 black. I'm sorry, 2 black. It's 2 black and 2 purple. I think 2 black, 2 evil, 2 death. I think I grabbed 3 purple, I think. And then you may spend 1 magic to change 1 of your dice totals by 1. So you can change 1 of his dice totals by 1. But he gets 4 victory points. Purple does. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a 10 now. Alright. That is purple. Black. Oh, black. What are you going to do? Alright. Black is going to go here. It's going to cost him 2 purple, 2 black, and a red. He's going to go here for 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he may spend 1 magic to reduce the domain resource cost to expand into a level 3 or level 4 building. You can see 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. So any of the outside buildings. These are all level 2 in the middle. And this is all level 1. So resource costs cheaper all the way around the outside for black now by 1 resource. And he got 4 victory points for that. And now yellow, which is sitting on a pretty good... I think he's going to go 2 and 2. 2 purple, 2 black. 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to put his thing up there. And he is going to cast his spell. So he's going to spend 1 cult point. So he's going to go back a point to gain 3 evil. So he's going to gain 3 evil. And that is that. Alright, so that is turn 6. Done and over. So, we're going to go ahead and call it an episode since this one's been going for an hour and a half. And yeah, we're not going to get a chance to finish up. It's going to be a lot longer. So, we will be, let me slide this up out of the way. So I can put it there. Alright. So, there you go. That's a nice first off with explanation and how to play and rules for Kingsport Festival, HP Lovecraft. And again, very similar to Kingsburg, if you're familiar with Kingsburg type game. Rolling dice, putting the dice out into different locations to see what you can get for resources. We're spending those resources on different locations on the board, trying to fight off the attack. In Kingsburg, you have different enemies that are attacking the city every couple turns. So kind of a similar thing going on here. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this, leave us a like, a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments section down below if you want to see more of this, if we missed something. And let us know if you enjoyed this. I think it's pretty cool. The artwork is very nice, and it is kind of thinky, especially playing solo, 3 players. Got a lot to think about and a lot to manage, but I think we're doing a pretty good job. So, yeah, we will see everybody soon. Until then, my friends, take care. We'll see you all down the line.